Dear 10th standard students, welcome to Social Science video lesson. Dear students, in previous lessons you have already studied the various concepts of geography like India, position and extent, physiographical features of India, climate of India and other various concepts. In today's session, we shall discuss geography lesson number 4, India soils. Dear students, in this session we are going to discuss the various concepts like meaning and importance of soils. Soils play a very important role in the economic development of any nation. What do you mean by soil? What are its importance? What are the different types of soils which are found in India and what are the reasons for soil erosion? What is the meaning of soil erosion? What are the reasons for it and what are the effects of soil erosion and conservation of soil? All these concepts will be discussed in this session. First, let us see what is the meaning of soil and what are the importances of soil. You have already learnt in the previous classes that soil is the thin surface layer of earth. It is the thin surface layer of the earth and it comprising of closely intermixed mineral and organic substances. Here, while you writing the meaning of soil, you must remember thin surface layer and also mineral and organic substances. Soil play a very important role in the economic development of the nation. Soil is very essential to grow any crops. Soil is considered as an important natural resources of India because soil is very much required in India because many people, many farmers are depending upon agriculture. Indeed, agriculture needs soil because agriculture is considered as an important occupation of India. Many people they depend on agriculture for growing any kinds of crop. We need soil and also there are different kinds of soil in India. Here we have mentioned 6 types of soil. In India, we can see 6 important types of soil. What are they? Alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil, mountain soil. These are the 6 types of soil which are found in India. Now we shall discuss these 6 types of soil one by one. All these soils play a very important role in the economic development of a nation. In the economic development of India, I have already told you that agriculture is the main occupation of the people. Many people of India, they depend on agriculture. If you want to grow any kind of crops, we must need soil. In India, we have 6 types of soil. First one, that is alluvial soil. Among these 6 types of soil, alluvial soil is considered as an important and fertile soil when compared to other. Alluvial soils are formed from the sediments deposited by the rivers. Here rivers means Indo-Gangetic rivers or Indo-Gangetic plain and by the sea waves in coastal plain. They are formed by the rivers and the sea waves. That is why alluvial soil is considered as the most fertile soil. What do you mean by alluvial soil? Alluvial soil means the soil that are composed of alluvium are called alluvial soil. Alluvial in the sense the mud or the soil which are deposited by the river. This kind of soil is called alluvial soil and alluvial soil is very extensively found in India and it is considered as an important soil in India because alluvial soil contribute greatly to the development of the nation. Alluvial soils are very much required for growing any kinds of crops in India. They are very suitable for the cultivation of different types of crops which are grown in India. They cover an area of about 15 lakh square kilometer. The main crops which are grown with the help of alluvial soil are wheat, paddy, sugarcane, cotton and jute. These are the important crops which we can see, and in the map you are seeing these are the areas where the alluvial soil is found. In these places we can see the alluvial soil. Second important one, that is black soil. Second important type of soil is black soil, and this soil is also known as regur soil. Another name of black soil is black cotton soil. In exam we may expect question like this: black soil is known as black cotton soil. Why? Because they are best suited for cultivation of cotton. With the help of black soil, we are able to cultivate cotton. If you want to grow cotton, if you want to cultivate cotton, you must need black soil. Black soil is very much suited for the cultivation of cotton. That's why it is considered as black cotton soil. And these black soils are derived from the basalt rock, and also they are dark grey to black in color with high clay content. The important features of this black soil are they are the basalt rock, they are dark grey to black in color, and they have high clay content. They are highly extensively of moisture and extremely compact. With the help of these black soils, we are able to cultivate different types of crops like cotton, sugarcane, jowar, maize, pulses, wheat and chilies. These are the crops which can be grown with the help of black soils. I have already told you that cotton is also grown. The other crops can also be grown with the help of black soil, but cotton is very much required this soil. Black soils are largely found in the Deccan basalt trap region like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, parts of Telangana, northern part of Karnataka, parts of Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. Totally this soil occupy about 5.46 lakh square kilometers in India. That means in India we can see in different parts of India have this kind of soil. Third one, red soils. Black soil is black in color and the red soil is red in color. Sometimes they may ask why they are red in color. Red soils are red in color because they are formed from the weathering of granite, gneiss and other crystalline rocks. That's why they are red in color. The color of these soils is generally red or reddish brown. Sometimes it may be in reddish brown. They are sandier and less clayey, so they do not retain moisture. Why do red soils do not retain moisture? Because they are sandier and less clayey. They cover a vast area about 5.2 lakh square kilometers. These soils are spread extensively in Tamil Nadu. They are also found in southern Karnataka, parts of Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. Red soils are found more in Tamil Nadu. Red soils are very useful for the cultivation of some crops like ragi, millets, tobacco, groundnuts and potato. These crops can be grown with the help of red crops. A variety of crops can be grown in these soils if there are irrigation facilities. If we have suitable irrigation facilities, we are able to cultivate some other crops along with ragi, millets, groundnuts, tobacco and potato. These are all the important characteristics of red soils. Fourth important type of soil, that is laterite soils. These soils are formed in tropical areas under the conditions of high temperature and rainfall. How this laterite soil are formed? The laterite soils are formed in tropical areas under the conditions of high temperature and rainfall. Wherever we get high temperature, wherever we get good rainfall, there we can find this laterite soil. These soils are cover an area of 2.48 lakh square kilometers. Some parts of India have this kind of soil where they are found. They are mainly found in the uplands of Western Ghats. You have learnt that Western Ghats, some parts of Western Ghats are found in Karnataka, Eastern Ghats, the Chotanagpur Plateau, Meghalaya Plateau, the Rajamahal Hills, Vindhyas and Satpuras. All these places have laterite soils because of high temperature and also because of heavy rainfall. Laterite soils are found in these places and also they are leached soils, not fertile or of limited use for agriculture. Laterite soils are limited for the use of agriculture. They are not very much used. They are used in a limited manner because they are leached soils, they are not fertile. If you want to grow any crops, first we must need fertile soil, but laterite soils, they are not fertile, they are not very much suitable for the cultivation of crops. Even though they are not suitable for the cultivation of crops, or even though they are not suitable for agriculture, we can grow some other crops like cashew, rubber, tea, coffee, paddy. These are the crops which we can grow with the help of laterite soils. Now we shall move to fifth important type of soil, that is desert soil. The name itself says the soils which are found in desert areas. What do you mean by desert area? The area which does not have proper rain, the area which has heavy temperature, isn't it? These soils, these in the sense desert soils are formed under desert, semi-desert conditions. That means the soils which are found in desert area, semi-desert area, they are called desert soil. Where they are found? They are found in the northwestern part of India, because in the northwestern part of India we have desert areas. That's why these soils are found in northwestern part of India. Northwestern part means a major parts of Rajasthan, southern Haryana, Punjab and the northern part of Gujarat. These are the important places where we can find this desert soil. They are very friable, have a high content of soluble salt, they are sandy and low in moisture and humus. They are not suitable for the cultivation of crops. They are not at all suitable for the cultivation of crops. Desert soils are not useful for the cultivation of crops because they are sandy, they are low in moisture, they are low in humus. Due to all these reasons, desert soils are not suitable for the cultivation of crops. And also some crops can be grown where irrigation facilities are available. Desert soils are found more in desert areas. In desert areas, in some places we can see irrigation facilities or some kind of water is found. For example, they are called oases. In that places or in the areas where the irrigation facilities are available, then we can grow some crops with the help of these desert soils. It shows that even though desert soils are not useful for the cultivation of any crops, some crops can be grown when irrigation is available, and these soil occupy about 1.42 lakh square kilometers. That means this much area is covered with desert soil. Last one, that is mountain soils. The name itself says the soils which are found in mountain areas. In India, which is the most important mountain area, we have Himalayan mountains, isn't it? These mountain soils are found on the slopes of mountains and hills covered by forests. They are not only found in mountain areas, mountain soils are also found in hills covered by forest. They are formed due to the decomposition of organic matter. Organic matter in the sense the fossils of birds, animals, plants. With the help of this organic matter, mountain soils are formed. Due to these reasons, they are rich in humus and are fertile. Mountain soils are rich in humus. Mountain soils are fertile. Why? Because they are mostly formed due to the decomposition of organic matter. They are useful for plantation crops. Mountain soils are very much useful for the plantation crops. There are some plantation crops in India, for example, tea plantation crop, coffee plantation crop, fruits. With the help of these mountain soils, we can grow tea, coffee and some fruits very easily. They are largely found in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur states and along the Western Ghats. They are largely found in Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur state because of the mountain areas, along the Western Ghats because of hills. In Western Ghats we can see different kinds of hills. That is why these mountain soils are found in these places. These soils cover an area of 2.85 lakh square kilometer. In this way, all these soils play very important role in the development of nation. These are the 6 types of soil which are found in India. So, you must remember the characteristics of all these soils and their importance. Along with these, you have to give importance to their distribution. Now, we shall discuss soil erosion. Soil erosion is considered as an important reason for the backwardness of agriculture in India. There are many reasons for the backwardness of agriculture, but soil erosion is one of them. What do you mean by soil erosion? Soil erosion means the removal of topsoil by natural agents. Due to some natural agents, the top of the soil is removed. What are those natural agents? The rivers, glaciers, winds, sea waves, etc. They are the natural agents. They remove the top layer of fertile soil. The top layer of the soil is very fertile. This fertile part is removed by the natural agents, deflate the fertility of the soil. The fertility of the soil is decreased due to the natural agents. This process is known as soil erosion, and soil erosion is considered as an important problem in India. Since ancient times, we are facing this problem, and many measures have also been taken to solve the problem of this soil erosion. Let us see what are the causes for this soil erosion. Soil erosion is considered as an important problem in India. This soil erosion is caused by various reasons. First one, deforestation. Deforestation means cutting down of the trees, overgrazing by animals like cows, buffaloes, etc. Shifting cultivation. What do you mean by shifting cultivation? You are going to learn about this shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation means cutting of trees, growing crops and moving towards other places. Under this kind of agriculture, people do not stay at one place. Faulty methods of cultivation. We do not know how to do the cultivation. Use of topsoil for making bricks, tiles, etc. That means With the help of this soil, bricks, tiles are produced. Due to all these 5 reasons, soil erosion takes place. These are the important reasons for soil erosion. What are the effects of soil erosion? This concept is also very important from the exam point of view, because we have understood the reasons for soil erosion. There are some effects also. First one, loss of soil fertility, fall in agricultural productivity. Agriculture depends mainly on fertile soil. If the fertility of the soil decreases, agricultural productivity naturally decreases. Second one, it leads to silting and floods. Sometimes silting, floods may take place due to soil erosion, change of course of rivers and reduction of capacity of the reservoirs. If the rivers change their course, it is very dangerous. If the capacity of the reservoir decreases, then the amount of water may also decrease. Groundwater level is lowered. There is a decrease in soil moisture. We depend more on groundwater. If groundwater level is lowered, then we may face the problem of water or shortage of water. This groundwater level is lowered due to this soil erosion along with decrease in soil moisture. Fourth one, vegetation covers dries up and drought increase. We are not able to grow many crops and sometimes it may lead to drought. Finally, economy as a whole suffers a great setback due to this soil erosion, isn't it? There is a relationship between soil and the economy. Soil play a very important role in the economic development of a nation. If soil erosion takes place, then it affects the economy as a whole. That is why we have to conserve soil. What is the meaning of conservation of soil? It is the duty of each and everyone to protect soil. What is the conservation of soil? Protection of soil from erosion and preservation of fertility of the soil is called soil erosion. Each and everyone must give importance to 2 points here. One is we have to protect soil from erosion. We have to protect the fertility of soil. We have to preserve the fertility of soil. If we preserve the fertility of soil, if we protect the soil from erosion, then that procedure is known as conservation of soil. What are the methods of conservation of soil? Soil can be conserved by various methods. Here we have listed out 6 types of methods, how the soils are conserved. Soils can be conserved with the help of all these 6 methods: afforestation and deforestation. Second one, controlled overgrazing, counter farming, contour farming, construction of check dams, contour bunding, gully control and bench terracing. These are the 6 methods which we can follow in this soil conservation. Have you understood? I think you have understood the reasons for soil erosion, what are the effects of soil erosion, what are the methods for the conservation of soil. Soil can be conserved by afforestation or growing more and more trees. We have to control the overgrazing by animals. We have to follow contour farming. We have to construct the check dams. We have to give importance to contour bunding, and we have to control gully, and bench terracing is also another important method for the conservation of soils. If we follow all these methods, soil can be preserved, soil erosion can be controlled, because soil is very important for the development of any nation. Soil is considered as an important natural resource. It is the duty of each and everyone to protect the soil for the future generation. Have you understood, dear children? In this session, we have studied the meaning and importance of soil, different types of soils, soil erosion, its causes and effects, and the methods to conserve the soil. These are the important concepts which we have studied in this session. Now, I am going to give you some questions relating to all these concepts. Are you ready to write this? Okay, first main, complete the following blanks with suitable answers. First one, the soils that are formed from the sediments deposited by the rivers is called dash soils. Second one, the black soils are also known as dash and dash soils. Third one, under the conditions of high temperature and rainfall, dash soils are formed in tropical areas. Fourth one, mountain soils are suitable for dash crops. Let us move to second main. Answer the following questions. First one, which are the major types of soils in India? Second one, explain the distribution of black soil in India. Third one, what are the characteristics of red soils? Fourth one, what is soil erosion and soil conservation? Fifth one, mention the main causes of soil erosion. Sixth one, what are the major effects of soil erosion? These are the important questions relating to today's session. You have to write this, try to answer these questions. Dear students, in today's session, we have studied Geography 4th lesson, India soils. I thank you all for watching this video.
ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ